In this video, we're going to show you how to repurpose frames or old mirrors that have been broken. Here is a look at something we're going to also show you how to do is how to put up some custom shelving. And here is the end product of where we put that broken frame. I'm going to put a motto or a saying inside of that. So here Caitlin is. So we are using a texture medium called Salt Wash. The links to all the products we use are in the description box. It's just a powder and you mix it in any kind of paint. It can be house paint or whatever you have, acrylics, and it just makes it really thick and you just get it to a frosting consistency. It's good enough to take a bite.
We like putting them in these resealable containers so that we can use our salt wash that's already been made on other projects and it won't get the whole can of paint in with salt wash.
And we are just stippling this texture medium paint on. Sometimes I brush a coat over everything and then go back and stipple. You'll find the way you want to do it. There's no right or wrong.
Once you distress it back, it'll show all of the, you see the texture that's coming up right there. It'll show all that texture. What we're doing is the same idea we had for the paint. We're going to put shelves on this board from where the black paint ends to the lamp, and because that board is there, we don't have to find the stud.
My husband put this board up because these are plastery, concretey walls, and when you start screwing into them, it just like shreds and powders, and it's awful. So he found concrete screws and put that up really secure, so it made this part really easy. And we taped spaces to be even all the way down, and as you can see, we didn't even do it. Do you remember why we didn't do it?
We didn't like how it was spaced out, so once we got the board up there, we could space out the brackets in a more eye-appealing way instead of having them willy-nilly.
Yeah, except those two right there she just touched. It kind of ended up kind of close, but we were good with it. So right here we are going to use some kissing booth to match our paint shelves that we did in a textured wall that we did actually have to find the studs, and we have a link to the video below to show you how we did that, and it turned out so good.
So next, after the salt wash had dried, we went through and we sprayed it on the parts where the Walking on Water and Salty Kiss met, and then we blended it. So we got a dry rag and we would wipe off the brush and then spray it and keep blending. And then after we got it blended, we went in and we distressed. And you can kind of see all the texture that the salt wash created makes the colors underneath show through really well.
Yeah, I love wet distressing, and whatever is under there shows up. It is so satisfying, and it doesn't make a mess everywhere.
The salt wash and the wet distress looks really good in the corners.
Oh, now here we're adding the drama. Go ahead and explain what that.
We used the DIY paint making powders and we put it in the edges and in the grooves. And I got my brush wet first and then dipped it in the making powder and then put it in the corner and then sprayed it and let it run down in all the edges.
And here we're just using some dark wax on just parts and then brushing over the texture, and it catches in the grooves. It is really awesome to use all these chippy layered mediums together to make a really vintagey, old world look.
We use the stippling technique for almost every part of this video, with the salt wash, with the making powders a little bit, and now with the wax.
Look at all that. That looks like it's been painted over 100 years, and I just love it. I do love the Queen Bee, but this place needed the Walking on Water and the green to be more of the look we're going for in here. Okay, that is just a blank wall, and we wanted to show you
where we were putting the frame. So we put the little pillars up there, and then we hoisted the frame up and set it on those pillars, kind of in the middle of the wall.
Yeah, I can't wait to add I think my business tagline, creating a life with beauty and purpose, or you could put another picture in there, hang a letter in there. There's just so many things you can do.
I've seen where people do like multiple pictures, kind of like a gallery wall within
That
a
would be
frame
cute.
is really cute.
So this is just easy to change out, and it just adds a lot of pizzazz to this wall. We have a video showing where we did these big flower decals. We're going to add some more of our iron orchid smaller flowers in here. We just haven't done it yet. We got to get open, so we're just getting done what we have to do. We are having our first event tomorrow night in our new location. Stay tuned. We release a video every week.